right, guys.
So we think we're live. We think we're back. The mic's your exclamation mark on it, Paul. Are you still live? Yeah. So we are live. Woo! Let us know if you can hear us, guys. Give us a thumbs up in the chat on the YouTube and on the Twitch and on the Facebook, please. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. We absolutely have no idea what happened, but we think everything is good. Cheers, Rusty Hope. Cheers, the Preston Pixie on Twitch. Thank you very much indeed. We're not going to touch anything. We're not going to move. And we've not missed anything. We have not. Stu says loud and clear on YouTube. Thanks, Stu. Cheers, Doc. 1709. Absolutely no idea what happened there, but we're now back. PK is working on everything else.
All good. That's what we like.
Cheers, Babito.
King Jack suited for Keith.
Somebody gives us a thumbs up on Facebook, then we know we're back everywhere. Well, fingers crossed everything is working back to normal. Comes back to the table. Jamie Nixon's got 9 bigs. Rosser just above him. Odds on Matt making another final table. Probably odds on. So I think when we do get to the dinner break, I'm guessing PK will be stopping and starting it and having a twitch and fiddling and finding out what just happened. So that's what we will do, but that'll be during the break.
So strange.
Weird. It's an amazing thing, isn't it, technology?
It is.
It's amazing when it works, and we're flat when it doesn't.
Yep.
So we're still on 27. Rosser out of the way, needs a wing. He says, "Oh, Leo, don't wait for me." He's off. Jamie Nixon with a 6-2 on the button. He's on 23,000 and 10 bigs. So Abdul with the ace-4 of diamonds.
Great
We've got
session.
the thumbs up of everybody on all 3 sites now. John Pattenden watching on Facebook. Thank you very much. And we're on Jeed. He's dropped down to 213. He was on 300.
Chunks after the break for G.
Yeah.
When you come back to the table, 320k. So 100k of that is given back.
So 35 minutes to go until the dinner break. At the moment, 27, 27, sorry. 25 get the money.
We got a calculation to do, yeah. There is no close. Is that mine? No, it's not mine. It's yours, isn't it? It's closer to you.
So 27. Keith in the big in C1. Abdul, ace queen on gun. Should be raising. The mine's at 2.5. He makes it 6.5.
King Queen for Jamie. This is going to be it, probably. Oh, it's kind of awkward because we expect Abdul to be opening a lot of hands. This is the problem. Don't expect him to be this high up. So may actually not take King Queen versus gun. 2 off the money. Depends how wide he perceives Abdul to be opening. Looks like he thinks he's opening wide enough.
Everything but 2 chips. And there's an ounce raised to 21,000.
There's some chips on this table, Tal, for this stage of the tournament, I'll tell you that. Madge, Keith and Abdul with chunks.
Yeah. And seat 4.
Yeah. And Mark.
Mark's at 200k plus.
That's it all in.
Yeah.
Well, Abdul.
And all the time banks to be used. But I don't think there'll be 2 eliminations on the outer table before Jamie has to put his chips in. He does have 1 minute.
Pretty funny if I fold it now, right? It would be.
So we've got a minute for Jamie and his time banks to finish. He will be putting them in very shortly. Just waiting and just hoping and praying that there is an elimination or 2 all-ins on the outer tables. We're on 27. So he puts them in and also sees the bad news that he's dominated by Abdul.
I think he knew that, Tal. I think he's just hoping to see jacks, 10s, 9s. These sort of pairs.
Yep, I think you're right.
So Jamie Nixon on the bubble. Going to need to find a king, or it's GG for him. Not a good start. The king is needed. 1 runner available, not there. So down to a king for Nixon.
So Jamie, unfortunately, he's out in 27th, and he is unlucky. Mr. Jamie Nixon, not the best session on the feature.
He doesn't believe me. But then he doesn't want to 3-bet me either. I don't believe him every time he raises money. No, he's targeting Euro, so he just sees you.
So we're on the bubble. 25 players left. What's the deal, says Frankie? We're on 26, 25, get the money. Level 14 bubble. Could go into level 15, but level 14 bubble.
Going for a hat trick.
What, had you got final sales?
Oh yeah, this is Matt going for 5 of 5 FTs. Completely forgot about that.
Wow.
5 of 5
Wow, wow, wow.
from price from here. What, he's got about average stack, is he? I'm actually not sure of Matt's exact stack, but 3 tables out, I'd say like 3 to 1 maybe.
Threes?
Matt to make FT from here.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got just shy of average. Probably, yeah, threes is a bit higher, maybe 5 to 2. So, after Jamie Nixon busting out, we're just waiting for all tables to finish and then we will go hand for hand. There we go. Hand for hand is upon us. First hand between Keith and Abdul, blind on blind. It's ace 10 4 rainbow. So Abdul best with the 10 deuce. Check, check, flop.
9 of spades on the turn.
Probably where Abdul gonna hunt for some value now. We've checked to a second time, which I do expect him to be. Let's go on the value hunt. Unfortunately, Keith with a hand. It's just not going to be able to. Whoa! It's not going to be able to call, but I guess we can do that. Snap makes it 10k. With just queen high, no draw, and gets Abdul off the best hand.
Hey, keep with the moves. First update on the old rugby thingy, and it's 18-18 apparently, with the Northampton Badgers against the Bath Bombs. Then
The Bath Bombs, surely not.
28 minutes to go.
That can't be their name. Bath Bombs.
Yeah.
No way.
It is.
I'm not having it.
It's the Bath Bombs.
It can't be the Bath Bombs. Oh.
Hi chaps, enjoying the street with comms as usual. Can I ask you about Abdul wearing a football shirt? You're always told this wasn't allowed in Grosvenor casinos, not bothered by it, blah blah blah. Basically, if you walk in with a hoodie on or a jumper on, and you take it off, what's underneath, there's not really much they can do. They are more relaxed these days than they ever were. But we didn't realise when we came to work today it was a fancy dress comp. We thought it was a GUKPT main event, but there you go.
I thought he just grabbed it off the bottom of the mop that the cleaner was using this morning when we walked in.
Maybe. maybe, but I don't think it's an
Needs
issue.
to get that in the bin, that shirt.
Yeah.
King 10 deuce, 2 hearts, Madge out flopping Matt. Not sure why we got Matt as Keith. Four of diamonds turn. So Madge still with the best of it here. Matt, the initial opener with the ace-8. Is it going to be a shutdown from Matt, or is he going to continue sending the barrels in here? So they'll shut it down. Madge with middle pair. Going to look to get to the river cheaply.
River's a 7 of clubs.
Matt still beats enough tower. We beat some Jack 9 suited, Queen Jack, Queen 9 suited type stuff, some heart draws. So probably happy to check and hope that Madge checks back. Doubt we need to bluff this ace-8. However, Madge got a nice little bit of value now with the 10. Love it. Third pot goes for value on the end. Really nice from Madge. Will he be getting looked up though? That is the question. Matt with ace-8. We do beat some of this stuff. The Queen Jack, Queen 9 suited, Jack 9 suited. Stuff like ace-6 through ace-3 of hearts. But maybe thinking about this check on the turn from Madge. Yeah, it looks weak, but once again, Matt Davenport's river decision making on point. Only ace high there.
Sit down, Abdul. Stop running about everywhere. No need for that. Every hand, up and down, up and down. It's not important. You get on with your game, son. Let everybody look. He's up and down again. God, dear me. Sit down, kid. God, dear. Watch the telly.
Now everyone's up.
Come on, man. Sit down. It's not important. God, dear. Maybe it is important. No, it's turned the telly off. That's what's done it. Madge bashed, Abdul bashed into the telly and the telly went off, which is why the stream went off. And now all the sound's gone.
That's when the stream went down.
What an apps. Do you know what? He ought to get a penalty. Floor! Floor! I want the floor. I need the floor. And now all the sound's gone. God, dear. So this is what they were jumping about at and ruined the stream. Abdul Kadir Ahmed. Look at him, there he is. I need him to, we're having words. We're going to have words with him. I'll get my fists out, so only maybe boxing gloves. Ace-8 against Queen 10. 10 on the flop. Mark Johnston with the Queen 10. And Sheng Shu. Oh, out he goes. Sheng Shu Zhu.
Look at his telly wobble.
Exactly.
Look at the telly wobble in the
Exactly, and they all
background.
went off.
So Abdul broke the stream 20 minutes ago.
It was exactly him. Him in the Arsenal shirt needs a 1 round penalty for 2 days.
Yeah, Peter McCormick's hit the nail on the head. Typical Arsenal fan, overexcited at nothing.
Exactly correct. Exactly. Always fist pumping on the flop, them Arsenal fans.
Yep. Top of the league, December, we're top of the league, we're going to win the league, all of this, gets to May, crunch time, nowhere. Just second, no good.
Unbelievable.
So we've got 17 minutes until we head out on a 45-minute dinner break. Everyone locked up. A bit of dough, 25 remain. When we lose one more, I believe we will go to a 3-table redraw.
Yeah. Yeah, we know the stream's all right now, Gary. PK's fixed it. Abdul Ahmed, when the TV went off, all the stream went off because he's jumping about over nothing. So what we will do at the dinner break is we'll turn the stream on and off completely because the sound's distorted and everything's gone because it's all Abdul's fault. Who was in Vegas? Gary McGaffney's in Vegas.
Yeah, he said he was going to Vegas.
Did he?
He did. Gary McGaffney said he's going start of June to like the middle of June.
Good morning. What time is it in Vegas? Is it 8:28 a.m.?
Yes, it would be. Early riser in Vegas.
Yeah, the sound's okay for you. It's just on our feed, that's all, which is why we're going to be stop sorting at the break. And it's 8:28 a.m. 8 hours behind.
Yeah, and look at this. We've got top pair versus top and bottom here. Action flop. Cut off versus big blind as well. When range is going to be pretty wide. And he hit the TV so hard, Abdul, that Matt Davenport's picture actually changed to Keith Littlewood.
Keith's everywhere.
Everywhere, and look at the turn. Case ace.
He just changed it mid-hand as well. That's incredible.
Case ace on the turn is going to be disastrous here for Matt. Because we're just going to get to go bet, bet, bet now. And Abdul's sitting here with a bow. This is going to be expensive for Matt. And now Abdul just going to want to play cool here, Tower. Don't want to do any raising. Hand too strong. And in these situations, we get the money from ace-x on rivers anyway. Ace, all, like the ace-king, the ace-queen, the ace-10. This type of stuff, we're going to get that on the river. So we just want to keep stuff like king-queen, king-10, queen-10, 10-9 suited. We want to keep all these hands in match range going to the river rather than raising and potentially folding these out. One of the problems is, though, stuff like King Jack, Queen Jack may elect to bet turn to check back river, so we sort of lose the value from them because they just insta check back when check to on river. But looking at the whole spectrum, I think flat's going to be nice here because Matt is the type that will barrel 10-9, Queen 10, King Queen, King 10 at some frequency, and we get the money from the ace-x anyway. But he is going to go for raises, Abdul, right off the bat to get the betting lead himself to prevent Matt from checking back some Jack-X perhaps. Like, it's going to work on this occasion, the raise, because Matt has an ace and we can see he's got an ace. But looking at the bigger picture, maybe flat is better against Matt specifically because he will have all these bluffs at some frequency that we just mentioned. And we get the money from the ace-x anyway. There is the raise, Matt with the call. Big river coming up here to 103k in the middle. And it's a brick. Huge brick. And the problem Matt's got here, Tower, the big problem, is his 9 plays. So if Abdul did have something like ace-7 or ace-deuce, although that probably shouldn't raise turn, our kicker is playing on the board now with our trip aces. So we're going to have a real difficult time folding river here as Matt Davenport. But then you've got to ask yourself the flip side of the coin. Where's Abdul finding his bluffs from here? That is the question. Like, what is Abdul going to bluff in this scenario? Stuff like 9-7 of spades, 10-9 of spades. All his bluffs have to derive from hands that are combo draws. So king, queen of spades, queen, 10 of spades, 10-9 of spades. You probably only got like 5 combos or so of these flush draws that would elect to bluff, and they're not even going to bluff like 100% of the time. They'll probably only check raise at some frequency. So not too many bluffs out there. But now for value tower, it's basically going to be ace-8, jack, ace-jack that didn't elect a 3-bet pre, and then pocket 8s that didn't elect a 3-bet pre. So 3 combos of 8s. From Matt's perspective, with an ace, there is actually only 3 combos of ace-8 left and only 3 combos of ace-jack left. So it's a real toughie, and Matt Davenport with terrific laydown.
It's a great fold. It's sort of tough spot.
Once again, Tower, Matt's river decision making 90% of the time. When he's behind, he folds. When he's in front, he calls. You're not gonna beat that at the table. You're playing against someone who's making river decisions at that percentage correct. What chance have you got?
Yeah.
If someone's always folding when they're behind and always calling when they're in front, what bloody chance has anyone got? I'm being serious.
Brilliant again, let me tell you, brilliant again. You can see everybody moving round, which means we're on a 3-table redraw. So Jay's going to bring the teas.
Yep, sounds good.
And I'm going to run through what's happening in the rest of the fixtures here in Leeds and what's happening tomorrow as well, and what is happening during the rest of the tournaments. So tomorrow we have the Cup Day 2, the seniors, the PLO and the live closer. That is what is on for tomorrow. Plenty coming for the seniors. PLO bounty will be 4 to 5 tables. The live closer will be the same. So it will be a busy day here in Leeds tomorrow. We're down to 24. We're in the money. We're in the money because Phil Tate was eliminated. Oh, sorry. Mo Hussein was first out in the money. Phil Tate's there in his red jumper. That's why I said his name. So Phil Tate still in. Mo Hussein was out. He was the guy that made it 24 and a 3-table redraw. Do we actually get Tate on the table? Let's have a butcher's. Let's see what the redraw looks like. See who we are going to get. See James Jones, so Nugler, Blackpool player, is in seat number 4. Simon Higgins is in seat number 5. We will be keeping with this table as well after the break by the guesses, because we've only got about 20 minutes to go until the break. Looks like in seat 1 it's Mark Johnston. Carl Spicer is in seat number 2. Oh, it's all coming on. So that's rest of Leeds if you're coming tomorrow for that. And then obviously Goliath going on, and there's also this, the Summer Festival in Liverpool, 9th to the 14th. It's not been streamed. Obviously the rest of the team are on the summer recess, and we're 3/4 of us will be in Las Vegas. But the Leo's Summerfest is going to be a cracker at the Albert Dock, Leo's Casino. Make sure you get in there. He won't be there, unfortunately. Brandon Shields, he'll be in Las Vegas. But plenty going on. And then when we come back, the next event after we come back is this Thursday, the 25th of July, is when it all restarts. Am I coming to Vegas? Yes, I am. 16th, a week tomorrow. A week tomorrow for me. I will be there. Hello, Talia. How are you? Good afternoon. Watching on Facebook. Hope you are well. Not seen you for ages. But yeah, a week tomorrow. Jay is flying out next Friday on the 14th. He's going to be jumping straight into a comp on the 15th, and I'll be there on the 16th. Going from Manchester with Boothie and a few more of the Scousers, and then we've got Andy Bradshaw going out, Gary Whitehead's on the same flight, so too is Simon Higgins. So there's plenty going out. So, we're back. Gary Spinks, Keith Littlewood, Chris Johnson, all got chips. But yeah, we'll be there from Manchester, plenty going out. Gary Whitehead, Simon Higgins on the same flight as well. So it's going to be a bit of a party before we even fly off.
I reckon on the Vegas flights they should do like what they do on the flights to Ibiza, but Vegas orientated.
We're going to Las Vegas.
They play like party music on the plane on the way to Ibiza. So on the way to Vegas, they should get like a couple of blackjack tables at the front, a couple of roulette tables. Why not? What an idea!
They mind doing upper class where there's room.
So 3 table redraw done. Final 15 minutes of the session. And the Macca Pack comes to the table and picks up where he left off just before we went on the first break of the day. What a table. Can we kick this table on after the break?
Yep, we can. Because there's only 14 minutes left.
Higgins, Littlewood, Spinksy.
They're all staying on. But we will be starting the live stream and coming back after 45 minutes.
So check flop can get behind it from Chris. I'm actually a really big fan of the check here from Chris. Much more favourable board for the caller of the 3-bet as Simon. And now we can just comfortably call this turn lead. Can't wait to get out there, Gary. Not long now when Simon Higgins finds a way, moonwalks into the nuts through the back door. King of Diamonds on the end. And not the best card to see for Chris here. Go behind to some plausible bluffs of Simon now. And Simon just says, have some of that. I'm all in. I'm going to go for the lot. 154k. Into 84. This is nearly a 2x pot shove. 190%er from Higgins. Hoping that Chris has rivered some sort of ace-king. Some sets in there as well. However, queens for Chris, I don't think it's going to be one that he'll call off with. I guess when Simon goes this size, like we expect him to 4-bet jacks and kings pre, maybe he can still have 10, 7s and 6s, but once he goes this size and we can still plausibly have ace-queen as Chris, I guess Simon's basically saying he has ace-queen, he has 8-9 suited, he has queen-9 suited, and we have these 2 queens in our hand, half in the combos as Chris, but it's just too much, Tower. 2x pot seems like it's just too much to hero this off here.
Could have ace king. Perfect river for Mr. Higgins in 6. And Johnson's going to have to give it up. Simon Higgins pulling in a nice one against Chris Johnson, who's, look at that, 72 bigs. And second lowest chips.
Yep. How are we doing? Happy days. Have not seen all in.
He's in Vegas.
Yeah, I've heard he's got hundreds of thousands of pounds to spend in Vegas. Going to be buying into lots over there.
We've heard he's in Vegas. We've not had it confirmed, but we've heard he's in Vegas. He's not played since Coventry in the United Kingdom in February.
So taking his shot at the WSOP over in the States.
Yep. Gary, how is the Virgin Hotel? Because everybody's staying there when we get there.
Are you staying there as well?
I have been offered I have been offered some part of a room.
Well, Wreck-It Ralph has got a suite, I've heard, at the Virgin Hotel.
Really?
So we could all just
have a party.
Jump in with old Wreck-It.
Wreck-It Ralph, when's he going out?
He's going out a week after me, I think, so Virgin Hotel as well. Everyone's stopping there. I should be on commission. Imagine the commission I would have made this year.
Yep.
Ace Jack for Keith, raise and take. Final 10 minutes leading us up to dinner.
Gary's playing the Gladiator today. Good luck, Gary, at 10 a.m. with the other 4,000 runners today. How is the Virgin Hotel, Gary? Jay stayed there last year, said it was top notch. So Jay's in there for the month. Booth is there, Andy Bradshaw's there, Carl Bellis is there.
I think I told Gary about it last year.
Yeah.
I remember, when was it, 2021? High roller PLO, after lockdown. Gary sitting in my table at the Vic.
Yep.
Get yourself to the Virgin.
That's right. Yes, it is the old Hard Rock. Off the strip, out of the way. 5 minutes in an Uber or a taxi to the strip.
And
Perfect.
it's all been done up at Seafolk. I was pleasantly surprised last year.
Yeah.
Lovely looking flop for Callum, blind on blind after completing. I probably would have stabbed here as James. I think 4-3 really likes the 1BB stab in this situation, and if check 2 now, but we're not, I think we then definitely have to go for the 1BB stab, but now that Callum leads, just going to let it go. And good news for all those that have won a token already.
Yep.
They should be in your accounts now. So if you want to play any Goliath Sats this evening, all those £30 tokens have been credited. And we still got another 3 to give away over the course of today, and then we'll have a closer ticket tomorrow. Jay/Tower, when are you guys heading to America? Are you playing the main event? I am flying out 6 days time, Tower in 8 days time. I'll be playing the main. Hopefully Tower will be playing the main. You never know. If he has a little spin up.
You will never know.
I like the Cosmo of Seafolk. The rooms in the Cosmo are lovely, and they're one of the only hotels out there. There may be another few that you have a balcony as well, which is nice, but Cosmo is my favourite. Pocket nines for Chris, goes for 3-bet here.
Everyone gets 2-for-1 drinks vouchers on arrivals. Jay'll have about 30 vouchers. I'll be sharing a lot of time with Jay in the hotels. Or Jay can just leave them out, because he's going to be spending plenty of time at the table.
I won't be drinking, so Tower can have all my drink vouchers.
Oi, oi. It's turning out to be great this holiday.
The only time, if I'm drinking in Vegas, it's terrific news, because it means I've won something or won a decent amount of money. So Chris with the 9s, looks like it's going to continue range as the 3-better. And Gary with his gutter ball is going to see a turn card in the hunt for a jack. And 5 on the turn.
Chili and chips in there. It's got cheese on it. Do you want it?
Chili and chips.
Chili and chips with cheese on it.
Yeah, sounds.
Says Luke.
Maybe nines with a club here as Chris we bluff. Like we don't really beat anything now as Chris. So may feel like he needs to bluff at it, but maybe we want to choose our pairs with a club to reduce some of Gary's flushes. Gary Spinks takes one, and he's got heaps as well. 368k for Gary, huge stack for him. Just look at the stacks on the table. Callum Gordon, our shorty, with 46 BBs. It's been madness today. 5 minutes remaining. Ace-9 for Gary. As Big Chip Daddy. Does get to open here if he wants to, but he's going to take the tighter approach. King Jack suited for Carl.
Brings us to 5.5.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Getting some action flops. Both players with top pair. James is the 3-bet up. Continues for 12. 12 into 30. 40% are clear check call for Carl. Off to the turn we will go. It's actually a terrible card here for James Tower. Going to kill a lot of his action. 6 of diamonds on the end, and Carl now just hoping to show down. James going to go for some value with his top 2. 20k, another 40%er. Now difficult one for Carl, because this turn check seems suspicious, because we expect stuff like Queen 10, King Queen, King 10 to double barrel this turn. So the check on the turn does look like kind of a hand, maybe an ace-X, like an ace-3, ace-4, ace-5 suited, that checks back turn to go for their value on the river, and Carl recognises it, sniffs it out. Good fold from him. 2 minutes.
2 minutes and counting. Gary Spinks, chip leader on the table, 370.
Yeah, we'll have full chip counts when we return after dinner. 45-minute breaks. We'll be back just before 20 to 6.
24 players left. Says top right.
Chris under the gun. King Queen of Hearts opens. Mark with Ace Queen. Both avenues available. Facing gun specifically. Probably do slightly more flatting than 3-betting, but 3-bet will be in there for sure. So just going to assume randomise as Mark. Lands on 3-bet. Prof said no ticket has landed in my account.
We know. We haven't even sent it off to head office yet.
No, I said. Tom said to me that.
Have we got Prof 23's name?
He put will sort tonight.
Tonight.
Yep.
For tomorrow.
potentially.
Okay. They'll be in tomorrow at some point. So they should be in tomorrow, Prof.
Sunday's the day you want them anyway. That's the 20, the big satellites on the Sunday.
Yeah, Jay got cross-wired.
Cross-wired.
So this could be the last stand of the sesh. And then a 40-minute break. 45-minute break.
Yeah, Mark just gets punished here, Tower. Absolute punishment. Should not be c-betting this flop, I don't think. Maybe gone versus +1 when 5, 6s and 7s aren't a thing. We probably do get some bets. But I think we're going to be doing a lot of checking.
And that'll do. We will see you in 45.
Hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
Hold on a second here, guys.
Because this could be huge from the two men who got the stacks and all the chips at the moment.
This is set up central, 5-handed, and with these two opponents, Tower, two firecrackers, it probably gets in. Like, if this is a setup with, let's say, Jagger and Midi with all the chips, I doubt it would get in at the FT, but with these two, here we go. Incoming 4-bet. And Twan Lee's not going to put in a third of his stack to fold queens, I don't think, Tower. Here we are. Twan on Twan action, says Ben. And it's probably going to end up in the middle because Twan's not folding kings and Twan Lee's not going to fold queens after putting in a third of his stack. Here we are. And this is a huge point in the tournament. This is going to be for well over half the chips in play. Assuming Twan go, don't see any merit in flattening that get. Is he thinking about folding?
No, he can't be folding. Can't be folding. Oh. Is he gonna jam all in? Or jam all in?
Surely all in's the only option we have.
Which is the option, that's
there
it.
we go with the all in, and it's back over to Twan Lee. What is he thinking now? But is he putting in a third of his chips to fold queens? Maybe he is. Because now it's like a situation, Tower. Twan's never doing this with jacks. He's never doing it with tens. Is ace king even in there? Probably not. So surely it's got to be one of these. 12 combos combined, aces and kings, 6 of each. Surely it's got to be one or the other. And can we fold and leave ourselves with still 70 BBs? And maybe he is going to let it go.
So Twan at the bottom of the TV has said something in native language, in a different language, that Twan Lee then says you shouldn't have said that. So floor was called. I don't think there's any action or any penalty, or if there is, it'll be after the hand. But he's made the call with the queens.
And the table love to see this, Tower. Second and first and chips colliding. Everyone at the table's loving this.
You're not wrong.
And if
you are not wrong, Twan Lee
gonna need a queen, and if he doesn't find it, Twan Win is gonna be runaway chip leader.
Oh, it's hot. A flopped set, but brings in tens.